Okay, today we're talking about composite solids. A composite solid is a solid that is comprised of two or more solids. So a good example of this would be a cube with a pyramid on top, or a cylinder with a cone. Okay, there are two parts of every composite solid. There's the volume, and there's the surface area. Now, finding these all depends on the shape, so you kind of have to know the equations for surface area and volume for each shape. So we'll start by doing an example.
So first we'll start with volume. And the easiest way to do this is to break it up into two different shapes. Solids, actually. So first you take the cube, and we'll do the equation for the volume of a cube is length times width times height. And so it's pretty easy with the cube because they're all the same value. So it's 6 times 6 times 6. And that equals 216. And we're going to have all these units in feet because it's just an easy way to have them. And so this would be 215 feet cubed. Now we'll find the the volume of the pyramid, sorry. So do that. And the equation for that is length times width times height times 1/3, which is the same as being divided by 1/3, or dividing by 3.
Height, actually.
So first we have to solve for the height, which looks like this. So that's height. This is the slant height, which would be 5, but the height is the distance from the center of the pyramid there. So I'll turn it over to Sam to find us the height.
Okay, so to find the height of the pyramid, we're going to have to use the Pythagorean theorem. So we know the slant height is 5, and we know this is 3 because the height is from the middle of the square, and since the square is 6 by 6, we know half of that is 3. So we can just use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for it. It would be 5 squared is equal to 3 squared plus x squared. We'll call the height x. So after we separate it, you have 25 minus 9, which equals 16, which is equal to x squared. So then you take the square root of 16, which is equal to 4. So your height is equal to 4.
Of the pyramid. So yeah, so we do length times width times height times 1/3. And that's 6 times 6 times 4 times 1/3. So this equals 144 times 1/3, which equals 38 feet.
48 feet.
Excuse me, 48 feet squared. Oh, dang it. 48 feet squared. I'm really good at this. Cubed. And so that's 216 plus 48 equals, and that equals 264 feet cubed. So that's pretty cool, I guess.
Okay, so the next thing you find when you're studying composite solids is surface area.
That's sick.
So we'll first start by finding the surface area of the cube. So that is length times width, so pretty much just that, square, times 6. However, in this case, we don't include the square on the top because the pyramid's on top of that. So it should be length times width times 5, which is equal to 36 times 5, which is equal to 180 feet squared. Now time to find the surface area of the pyramid. Now the surface area for a pyramid is 1/2 width times height. Remember, that's the height we found earlier, which is 4. And then we times all of that by 4, because there are 4 triangles. And then, usually when you're finding the surface area for a pyramid, you also have to include the square on the bottom. But now you don't include that because there's the cube. So for this, it would be 1/2 times 6 times 4, which is equal to 12, times 4, which is equal to 48 feet squared. So to find the total surface area of this composite solid, you do 180 plus 48, which is equal to 228 feet squared.
Hey, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope it helps. Probably doesn't, but you know, whatever. Please subscribe. Got it spelled right this time, Sam. This is Jake Thomas.
And $sign Sam Johnson.